Why do you work so hard every single day, but never seem to see any real change? Why do some people suddenly become extraordinary as if they've unlocked some secret cheat code? And why do you make all these big New Year's resolutions, only to see a handful of them actually happen by year's end? If you've ever asked yourself these questions, stick around. I really suggest you save this video, because it might be one of those turning points in your life. Today, we're diving deep into a classic book called The Compound Effect, rated an impressive 8.1, and even praised by Warren Buffett as one of the 8 wonders of the world. This book can help you truly understand the power behind compound growth. It's written by Darren Hardy, and at its core, it answers all those questions we just asked. It's not about complicated financial concepts. It's about the simple, logical way life itself changes. In short, the compound effect is about small, seemingly insignificant actions when repeated consistently over time, creating massive, life-changing results. This isn't just some 8th wonder of the world. It's a path to transformation that's right within your reach. I've read a lot of self-development books, but this one stands out. It doesn't try to hype you up or hand you a bunch of complicated frameworks. It's more like putting on a pair of glasses that finally helps you see why you've failed before and how you can actually succeed moving forward. And Darren Hardy himself is living proof of the compound effect. He made his first $100,000 by the age of 25, later became the president of a major business publishing group in the US, and interviewed countless world-class leaders. This book is his genuine attempt to share the principles that shaped his own success and that of all those remarkable people he's met. Whether you want to level up personally, make more money, lose weight, or improve your relationships, the principles in this book apply. So, let's get into it. I've boiled it down to 3 key ideas that capture the essence of this book. 1. The power of choice. Every small decision you make shapes the trajectory of your life. The starting point of the compound effect isn't some dramatic transformation, it's a series of tiny, seemingly minor choices. There's a brilliant metaphor in the book. Imagine a Boeing 747 flying from Los Angeles to New York. If the pilot adjusts the course by just 3.5 degrees, literally an inch on the control panel, you'd never notice it at takeoff. But after 5 hours of flying, that plane would land in Washington, D.C., over 200 miles off course. That's your life. A single small choice you make today could determine where you end up in 5 years. Maybe that choice is whether you hit the snooze button for 15 more minutes or wake up and read 15 pages of a book. At lunch, it might be grabbing a high-calorie fast food meal or something healthier. After work, it might be watching short videos for 2 hours or spending 1 hour learning a new skill or being with your family. Each decision on its own seems harmless. I mean, what's the big deal about sleeping in for 15 minutes? But add them all up day after day, month after month, year after year, and those small differences start to ferment. They eventually split your life into 2 entirely different paths. One person becomes knowledgeable, healthy, and fulfilled. The other grows stagnant, maybe even successful on paper, but disconnected and unhappy. The book gives a relatable example: spending and saving. The author of The Power of Habit once asked, if you skip buying that daily Starbucks coffee, say $5, and instead invest it with a 10% annual return, how much would you have in 40 years? The answer? Nearly $2 million. But the scary part is the reverse. If you spend an extra $5 a day on things you don't need, in 40 years, not only do you lose that $2 million, you might end up in debt. That's the dark side of compounding. Every small choice we make either compounds toward success or toward failure. Most people never notice this because they're waiting for some dramatic event to save them. But success doesn't happen overnight. It's the accumulation of small, smart choices over time. So, choices determine direction. But once you know your direction, what keeps you moving on that path? That's where the second core idea comes in. 2. Momentum and the power of habits. In the previous part, we talked about how small choices are the seed of the compound effect. But to make those choices stick, you need momentum. Darren Hardy calls this the momentum of success. Once you build a habit through consistent action, momentum kicks in. And when that happens, you no longer need to rely on sheer willpower. It's like a high-speed train. It takes a ton of energy to get moving, but once it's in motion, stopping it is nearly impossible. Habits turn good behavior into autopilot mode. One of the best parts of this book is how it breaks down the habit loop. Cue, behavior reward cue. The cue is what triggers the action. For example, if you place your running shoes next to your bed, that visual cue reminds you to go for a run in the morning. The reward is the positive feeling afterward, maybe that post-run high or the satisfaction of hitting your goal. If you want to build a good habit, you design this loop intentionally. If you want to break a bad one, you disrupt it. Let's take short-form videos as an example. The cue might be that little red notification dot on your phone. The behavior? Mindlessly opening the app. The reward? Quick entertainment and instant dopamine. To break that loop, you could uninstall the app, turn off notifications, or make yourself do 10 push-ups after every 10 minutes of scrolling. You're rewiring the reward mechanism. Darren gives a great personal example. He wanted to build a daily workout habit, but mornings were always hectic. So, he changed the cue. He went to bed wearing his gym clothes. When he woke up, that physical reminder made it almost impossible to skip. He kept at it, and over time, got leaner, stronger, and more energized. That loop got stronger and stronger. Famous entrepreneurs do this too, like Steve Jobs, whose iconic black turtleneck and jeans weren't just a fashion choice. It simplified his routine, saving mental energy for more important decisions. That's the power of systems and habits. They automate success. But even with the right habits, most people still quit halfway. Why? Because they overlook the most important and most underestimated factor of all: time. 3. The magic of time, the valley of disappointment. This is the hardest part and the biggest secret of the compound effect: time. Every system needs time to show results. Hardy draws a simple but powerful graph to explain this: the valley of disappointment. Almost everyone goes through it when starting something new. In the early stages, you put in so much effort, but the results are tiny. You can't see any visible progress. That flat, frustrating stage is the valley of disappointment. And 95% of people quit there. They think, this isn't working. I'm just not cut out for this. But what they don't realize is they're right on the edge of the breakthrough point. If they could just push a little longer, the results would suddenly compound like a snowball rolling downhill, growing bigger and faster with every turn. All the energy and effort you invested before that moment wasn't wasted, it was stored. And once the momentum builds, it explodes. Take McDonald's, for example. We all know Ray Kroc as the founder, but it was actually the McDonald brothers who created the fast food model. When Kroc met them at age 52, he saw its potential. He signed a deal and started opening franchises. For 8 long years, he reinvested nearly everything he earned, often living harder than before. He was deep in his own valley of disappointment. But if he'd quit in year 7, there would be no McDonald's empire today. He stuck with it, and eventually, that compounding momentum exploded into global growth. The same is true for Warren Buffett. Most people don't know that 99% of Buffett's wealth came after he turned 50. He spent decades compounding his investments, quietly building momentum. If you only looked at his early returns, you'd think value investing was boring and unremarkable. So, the only way through the valley is to trust the system and ignore the scoreboard. Don't weigh yourself every day to see if you've lost a pound. Instead, focus on eating healthy and working out today. Don't check your bank balance daily. Focus on learning new skills and doing meaningful work. When you stop obsessing over instant results and commit to the process, one morning you'll wake up and realize you've crossed the valley. Ahead of you lies a vast open plain of success. Final takeaway. Let's recap the core truths from the compound effect. 1. Real change doesn't come from grand gestures. It's built from small, smart, consistent choices. 2. Build systems and habits that automate those choices and reduce your reliance on willpower. 3. Stay patient. Endure the valley of disappointment. Trust the process. And let time work its magic. These 3 ideas are tightly connected and inseparable. Together, they give ordinary people like us a practical, repeatable roadmap to real growth. Hardy reminds us, success isn't a 100-meter sprint, it's a marathon. It tests your strategy, your endurance, and your faith. So, if today's message inspired you or helped you see things a bit clearer, save this video. You'll want to revisit it the next time you feel stuck or ready to give up, so you can remind yourself of this truth and push through your own valley of disappointment. And if you think someone you care about might need this, share it. That, too, is a kind of compound effect. This book offers so much more, like how to design your own compounding schedule or how to find your core motivation. In the next video, I'll break down the dark side of the compound effect, why some people get trapped in cycles of debt, obesity, and toxic relationships, and how to break free. It's an even more fascinating topic and one that hits close to home. So don't miss it. See you next time.